Georgia Tech. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Bruins have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the Rambling Wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Leaves it with the running back. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No gain. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Makes the catch, it's Flores. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Bray. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
There he goes. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCLA. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground, and in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. From the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Wants to throw. It's Rush. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Trying to beat the D deep. Snags it down the right side. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top. Fears the pressure. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, 3rd down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end, but it's one thing to draw it up on the blackboard. It's another thing to go execute and prevent that guy from catching the ball. He's so big. He's so athletic. You could have the perfect play call on, and he's still picking up the first.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's trying to get it in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll try the run. Breaks the tackle. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, man, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Going for it all. Intercepted. Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. He's past the 30. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion open.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Back to pass, it's Rush. Working that left side now. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hawkins. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Second down, he'll throw it. A shot toward the end zone. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Here comes the heat. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And, man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that TD.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They're going to test the right side with this one. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wideout. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That's a nice-looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little-known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA, and you know he's smiling down from heaven watching that last carry.
Gonna run it. It's Brave. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
We got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Under fire. It's complete on the right side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Bruins line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He'll try the left side. He has the first and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Hawkins. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Looking for a gap. It's Hawkins. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. Quick pass on the jet motion. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these 1st downs any way you can. Sometimes it's not going to be easy. You can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you've just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
And the Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Rush. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get 1st downs.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up. And they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
George D. Burdell. Paging George D. Burdell.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Dances away to buy time. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let them out of the pocket there, but now forcing the fourth down, and it's decision time for this offense.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Unloads to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Rush. Caught behind the line. It's Hawkins. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught over the middle. It's Moulton. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Rush. Rush is on him. The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss.
Well, as a quarterback, you've got to know when the play is over, and you got to mitigate your losses. That time, he was just trying to do too much. He thought he was back in high school and everything was taken away. He could just pirouette, make a guy miss, and turn it into a home run. Nothing doing, and he takes a big loss on that one.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bruins will kick it off to start the second half.
just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hawkins. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They're working that left side. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Moves around to clear up the vision. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8 clap.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Rush. Flushed out of the pocket. Finds his man, it's Hawkins. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football, but what does he do? He gets him on the ground right now. Good physical tackle. No yak on that catch.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Has to get there to move the sticks. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Love the call going RPO here on 4th and short. How about the running back? This is a guy that gets the tough yards. He finds ways to get those hidden yards. He can push the pile, drive the legs. Showed you that right there.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man on the right. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Man, this defense has their hands hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making the decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting him to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
The Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. To throw, it's Underwood. Oh, they're after him. Got him downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Bray. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. And the Bruins moving quickly to the line. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Dances away. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
At the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, UCLA.
Quarterback keeper. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Back to pass, it's Rush. He's got him. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Now improvising. The throw. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. Bust through behind his pad. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
He'll take it himself. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bruins in the hurry-up.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Gets it to him on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
I don't really have the words to describe this eloquently. I just know that he's going the wrong way.
And the Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Missed the connection on 2nd, now looking at a 3rd down. Just going to keep it after the snap. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Smashes it between the uprights. Down to a 1-possession game, 24-17. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense.
And he's going to try to return this one. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To the air, it's Rush. Pocket breaking down. He's going to take off. Turning it on. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Well, they tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways. They haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. Nice individual effort on the scramble. It took a little longer than they would have liked, but maybe that's the play that's really going to sort of spark this offense and really maybe get this guy going more on the ground.
To the air on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And as they come to the line, they have the lead and they have the clock on their side. First and goal. Looking to throw. And they drop him for a loss, but there are penalty markers on the field. Let's check out the call. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking downfield on first down. Scrambling away. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
With this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the end zone for a touchdown, and there's still a hill to climb, but they are still fighting, staggering, stumbling, but still upright and not finished yet.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. To the air, it's Rush. On target. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Banner! Banner! Banner!
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.